YouTube has been one of my favorite homeschool resources since before I started my own channel. It's a great place to learn for your kids, learn for you as a mom, to be encouraged, to be supported, and to build lifelong friendships. But another thing about YouTube is sometimes we can get influenced to buy or try new things thanks to YouTubers. So today I thought I would share some of the things that YouTube made me buy, or rather just highly encouraged me to buy, and what I think of those things. So let's get started. This video is done in collaboration with my friend Nikki from Blessed Homeschool Mess and my friend Shauna at the Homegrown Homeschool. Be sure to check out the playlist down in the description for all the other videos. First up on my list of things I've been influenced to buy is the 50 Cities and the 50 States books. My girl Kristen from Pearls and Oak totally influenced this decision. I've seen these books out there before, and there are more in this series, and I've always been intrigued, but I thought, how are they really different than other books that are about US geography? Here's the deal. First of all, they're huge. The 50 States book is enormous, and it has tons of colorful pictures. Yes, it has all the facts like the state bird and state flower and state song and things like that, but it also goes another level deeper to show maps as well as highlighting different famous people or different figures that came from that state, and even some fun, lesser known jewels or gems of each state, which have been so neat to learn about. I love the fact that it's very easy for my kids to read, so I've been able to hand it off to my middle school kids, and they will just write down a few fun facts, things that stick out to them as we're continuing our US geography study. I will say there are a few pictures that have some of the famous people that have come from those states that maybe were not my favorite, so might have needed to draw on a few extra clothes here or there. So just keep that in mind. Overall, not a big deal, not something I've run into a lot, but it is a resource that I have been enjoying. Next up is something that I got from Amy over at Humility and Doxology. And this is something that I'm not even sure if she made a YouTube video about, but she did make a blog post about it, and she talked about it over at Made to Homeschool, which is my online community that I'm a part of. We have all sorts of different creators who are pouring into this community, who are loving on them and providing resources and workshops. And Amy had done a workshop on how to just simplify and bring a lot of joy to the Christmas season. And one of the things she mentioned is this Advent candle. And it's like a countdown candle for Christmas. And I instantly had to go out and get it, and I absolutely love it. So every night during devotions, we light our candle and we go through our not consumed Christmas study. And as we're going through that study, the kids are also keeping an eye on the candle. It burns down each day, and once it burns down one day's length, they get to blow it out. And so it's just kind of this fun game and a way that we can kind of visually see and count down. We've actually kept up with it. We've only missed one day or two here or there. And so with it, we just will sometimes burn down 2 days if we've gotten behind. But it's just a really fun thing, especially for little kids. It's a fun visual representation for counting down, and something I highly recommend. I will leave links down to Made to Homeschool down in the description below. If you guys want to check out the community, I would love to hang out with you. Next up is Ashley from Joyful Noise Learning. She influenced me to get Math with Confidence for kindergarten. And oh my goodness, has it been such a blessing. This is a really fun, hands-on, age-appropriate math curriculum for kids. And when I say hands-on, you're probably thinking overwhelm, a million pieces, but really it utilizes different resources that you have around your house, things that you can easily grab and go with. And it's just been a really fun way to work on these skills. It only takes 10 to 15 minutes a day. I'm so glad that Ashley shared about this, and it's been a huge blessing in our home. I would love to know down in the comments, what are some of the things that YouTube has made you buy, or at least encourage you to? Next up is a purchase I made based off of Megan over at Pennies Salt's personal recommendation. She shared a lot about Biblo Plan, this history curriculum, on her YouTube channel, and it highly intrigued me, but I wasn't sure if I was ready to pull the trigger. I was very resistant to try something new, and I'm really not sure why, because I wish I would have gotten into it sooner. Biblo Plan is a Christian-based history curriculum that is family style. So they have a family guide that will help you utilize their resources or other people's resources to be able to make the perfectly crafted and curated history for you. Now, it can be a little overwhelming, so I have made a video on how to kind of sort through it initially and what you may want to consider when you first get started, so be sure to check that out in the description below. But this has been something that honestly has not been as overwhelming as I thought it was going to be. We have enjoyed listening to the audio of the textbook. We've enjoyed being able to do some of the fun, easy to implement hands-on activities that they offer, as well as using the easiest timeline resource I have ever seen in all of my history curriculum searches, which I've used a lot. So I'm definitely thankful to Megan for recommending Biblo Plan and so excited to continue using it for years to come. Be sure to subscribe if you want to learn more about this curriculum, as I plan to have a video coming out soon in the new year, giving a better review now that we've used it for a full semester. The last resource is probably not one you would think about as a homeschooling resource, but a major part of homeschooling is home management. And of course, for all things homeschooling home management, you got to go to my girl, Wendy from Plan Prep Pray. She recommended that I try out this 5 dinners, 1 hour program. It's super affordable. I think it was only $30-ish for 3 months of service. And it gives me meal plans that are actually kid-friendly, because so many of these places are not. I got to select what meals I wanted. It gave me shopping lists. I could change the amounts, the serving sizes, and it auto-changed all the shopping list for me. And then it gives you meals that you can actually prepare, all of them in 1 hour. Nothing is pre-cooked, which is great. And you're able to just pop it in the oven the night of or the crock pot, and it has simplified things exponentially. It's doable, unlike other things I've tried, like prepping a whole month's worth of meals, and it's something my kids have actually enjoyed. I highly recommend checking it out. I will drop links down to that below. And if you're looking for more time-saving hacks for your homeschool, be sure to check out this video here.